Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Deeks, and welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm broadcast. This time it is going to be a Protoss versus Protoss here on the map Neo Planet S. This is a replay from DreamHack, so that's why the layout's all weird. I'm not sure how much I like this layout, but I'll just deal with it. EGJYPRC is drawing. I'm not sure what that means, but it is going to be the red Protoss player. It is going to be Evil Genius's Huck versus the blue Protoss player spawning down here. It is Stardust. It is Stardust, former DreamHack champion, the DreamHack champion before the DreamHack this was from, if that makes any sense. So, former DreamHack champion that took place before this DreamHack that this replay is from, if that makes any sense. The volume is a little bit low. Just crank it up just a smidge. I don't know if that makes any difference whatsoever, but it is going to be EG's Huck from Team Evil Geniuses. Recently took second place at Red Bull Training Grounds that ended just yesterday. He did lose to Snoot, but he did get second place. But Huck, one of those players who apparently has fallen off a little bit, and Red Bull yesterday, people said that was his chance to kind of prove that he is back. So he did pretty well in Red Bull, but Red Bull was way after, maybe a month or 2 months after this DreamHack, so not sure what kind of shape Huck is in this particular replay, but we shall see against former DreamHack champion Stardust. And one thing I have noticed when Huck plays PvP, or any matchup in general, but I think PvP in the beginning, he does like to be very, very aggressive with gateway pressure and all that stuff. So we'll see if he goes for that route. Did I mention that this was game 1 in a best of 3 series? It does say best of 3 down here. I think my mouse cursor is visible here. So yes, best of 3 down right there next to EG's Huck and Stardust name tag thing. So this is game 3. This is game 1, sorry. May cast the other 2 or 3 games. I don't know if I feel like it. But both players opening up very, very standard so far. Pro timing's a little bit off, but other than that, very, very quite standard. Very quite standard. I'm not sure if that's correct English, but Huck and Stardust going extremely identical builds, but neither one really has shown which direction they want to go. It is still a little bit early. Once the cybernetics core finishes, the Psy core finishes, both players will throw down their respective tech pads. But I would bet that Huck is going to go for additional gateways, or maybe even a Dark Shrine. He does kind of like Dark Shrine, just a few observations. He does like Dark Shrine, does Blink, and does enjoy that gateway pressure. Stardust going for the Twilight Council back here. It doesn't show anything when I click on it, probably because the Twilight Council thing is hidden underneath this replay bar, which I don't really like. I'm not quite sure how to move that, but this, I believe, is the Twilight Council. God, this replay thing really is quite in the way of seeing what's building and what's not, and what building is actually building. So, stupid replay thing. Just maybe a little bit of a bad design here for this particular layout. When you click on things, it doesn't show what it is, probably because it's hidden by this timer thing, but looks like Stardust is going to be the one going for Dark Shrine, while Huck is going to be going for Robotics Facility. If this is a Robotics Facility, yet again, this dumb replay timer thing just a little bit in the way, but I do believe that is the Robotics Facility, and these sentries are ready to force field, but and Huck, not surprisingly, not going for really any gateway pressure. He's just going to go for Expand first. But he does, oh my god, I do not think he knows about this Dark Shrine, which could be a problem, but he does have a Robotics Facility on the way, should be able to get an Observer out just fine, without too much difficulty. I don't think he'll go for Immortal first, may go for that, Observer first, so I think Huck should be fine, as long as he keeps an Observer by his ramp with his army. He should be able to hold off these Dark Templar, without too much difficulty. Proxy Pylons over here on Huck's side of the map, one down here and one over here, and Hallucinating Phoenix is going to scout across the map. We'll get into a Stardust base, and we'll be able to see that Dark Shrine. I do believe that's just a stalker. Where are those Dark Templars? Dark Templar coming up here. Is there an observer? There's no observer. Huck got an Immortal first. Oh, but now Huck knows about that, about those Dark Templar. Gonna Chrono Boost that Observer out as fast as he can. And did that Phoenix see that stupid Artosis' point of view? I'm looking for Huck's point of view. Where's Huck's point of view? What the hell is this kind of... What the hell is this layout? But yes, Huck did see that Dark Shrine finally. And Observer, I do believe, is out somewhere. Where is that? Oh, it's right there. Okay, it's right there. But God, this layout really, really sucks. Especially with this replay control. There's so many people here. How am I supposed to easily go into Huck's view and Stardust view? It's so convoluted. Like, usually in the regular replay format, you just press 1 or 2 to go to the players. But this, you have to hit Control 1 or 8, just because there's so many people observing and shit that you just have to do all sorts of crap, and you can't see what building is building. Like, I'm clicking on the Nexus, and there's nothing actually even showing up. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, is it? I just pressed W. Is that what you're supposed to do? Okay. I pressed W. Did I get rid of that other dumb layout thing? I pressed W. Oh, it goes to that view. That's definitely a little bit more helpful. Oh wait, no, that's what the fuck? What the hell? I'm pressing W, and apparently that's just someone else's view. Is this Stardust view? I think it is. What the hell? What? I am so confused by this layout right here. But back to the game. It looks like Hux has his Nexus up first. But Stardust does seem to have a probe advantage. I think those Dark Templar did kill off a good amount of probes. And there's not... Usually you can hit Control K to see how many workers were killed, but I really don't like this layout at all. Doesn't tell you how many workers were killed. I don't like this at all. Maybe I can go to this view. Nope, I can't go to that view. What the hell? Okay, I might just not cast the next 2 games just because of this dumb frickin' layout. Doesn't even show you how many workers are killed. Maybe it does, but I just can't see it, or I don't know the hotkey for it. But Huck's going to move across the map. Enough about this terrible replay. There is a warp prism coming in from Stardust. Oh, they're force fielding the ramp. And now Huck has to warp in units. But, yeah, warping in 2 Zealots here. But is there an Observer here to spot this Dark Templar? Probes are in a trap. Are trapped in with that Dark Templar. That is not a good day for those probes. Huck forced to pull back all of his units. And Stardust just on the back of this, just making drones. Actually not making any probes, yeah, just Stardust just keeping up this aggression. Huck not able to deal with that really. Finally able to push that back with some Zealots and Immortals in his base. I'm just so distracted by this terrible layout. I am so sorry about this. But Warp Prism on the retreat. I can't even see what units are in it. Usually you can see what units are in this, but you can't with this dumb frickin' layout. Can I see what's in it now? Okay, now I can see it using Stardust view. How can I go to Huck's view? How come I can't go to Huck's view? I can only go to Stardust view. This is really, really, really dumb. Okay, if I can go to Happy Zerg's view, I can go to Next Nome's view, but why does only Stardust view show this? I don't understand. This is so... Okay, excuse me, phone. Sorry. Alright, so I am back from that. Excuse me. Please, I do apologize for being so distracted by this terrible layout and from fucking telemarketers and advertisements on the phone, dumb people. Anyway, Huck is going for Colossus Extended Thermal Lance. Is going to be coming out. Stardust is just going to go for Immortal so far. I don't think any robotics facility is on the way. Not quite. I don't see one. There is a Dark Templar, not Dark Templar, just regular Templar Archives. You could call the Dark Shrine a Dark Templar Archive if you really wanted to. But it doesn't really matter. Stardust getting his 3rd Nexus up. So Stardust is ahead in this game, ahead in supply and ahead in harvesters, but the harvester lead not really significant at this point. Just the base advantage will start to favor him if Huck doesn't really do anything about it. I don't think he even knows about it. If I hit the right button, yes, you can see that Huck does not know about it. So Huck needs to get something done with an army or take a 3rd base himself if he wants to get back into this game, or not get back into the game. He's not out of it, but if he really wants to catch up. Stop it, mouse, stop it. So many things going wrong with this cast so far. What is in this Warp Prism? Have to go to Stardust view just to freaking see it. One Dark Templar, one High Templar coming in. Is there Storm? Oh, I can't even click on it. Oh yes, there is no Storm. So I have to go into Stardust view just to see if there's Storm researched. Dumb layout as always. I apologize for keep bringing this up, but I just can't stand it. Like, I can't even click on the War Prism to see what's in it. Can't click on the Temple Archives to see if Storm is researched. Have to go into Stardust view just to see it, but this Phoenix will see this Nexus, so that's Huck's cue to do something if he's going to take a third base. If he's going to do something about it, what is he going to do? There are a lot of Colossus here standing, just chilling out, having a few drinks probably. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and do anything. Just don't drink responsibly. That's what I'm trying to say. But both players are getting Archons. Huck getting 4 more gateways. That is a lot of Archons. Charge a lot. Immortal, Archon, an extremely powerful composition in just about every matchup. Storm, if you add in Storm and Colossus, that's just a scary composition in any matchup. It does seem like Stardust has more Zealots, and yes, that's more Zealots. Army size, Army size does show that Stardust is quite a ways ahead, and the units count does show that Stardust is quite, does have quite, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It does have more Zealots, has more Immortals, more Archons. The one thing that Huck does have going for himself is that he does have 4 Colossus with, I have no idea what upgrades he has. He has +2 attack. Stardust does not have +2 attack. He's only halfway done with it, so that's Huck's one advantage. But there is a Warp Prism coming in here. Lots of Zealots being warped in. There's one cannon over here. Will help with this defense. Feedback going down on that mothership core. So no photon overcharge, no time warp, no mass recall for any incoming battles. So that's great play right there by Stardust. No Storm, can't really storm the pros, but that doesn't really matter. Stardust not getting his own robots facility, gonna try to get Colossus out himself, but Huck does have the Colossus advantage. Probably will always have the Colossus advantage, but Stardust is getting them 2 at a time, so that Stardust will be able to catch up quite quickly, and off 3 base economy definitely will be able to catch up as long as we'll be able to catch up quite easily as long as this stalemate continues. But Huck is already going to move out with his Colossus advantage. R5 Colossus. Oh, but both players moving across opposite sides of the map. Will this be a base trade situation? I'm not sure who would even win that. I think Stardust would win it just because he has 3 bases while Huck only has 2 bases. So that base trade would favor would favor Stardust. But Stardust can mass recall at any time, assuming he has enough energy. Well, Huck does not have that luxury of mass recalling, and so this is just going to be a base trade situation. I think Stardust will just take out his Huck's natural and then mass recall back to defend. Will he do that? I think he will. Mothership moving into position to mass recall, but I'm not sure if he's going to do it. Stardust is going to move up into the main, while Huck is just going to move up into the main as well. But Stardust has this 3rd base right here, which means that if Huck loses all of his main base, that will be the end of this game. And I don't know how Huck can really win this. He can't mass recall. He has no mothership core because it got feedback or fed back, whatever the term is. And Stardust can mass recall, but I don't think he's going to. Huck can't even walk back to his base because walking back to this, by the time Huck walks back, his entire base will be gone. And I think Huck will just have to throw in the towel. He's gonna try to move over to this 3rd base or try to go back home. And Stardust even has 3 Colossus here. That would even further delay Huck. And Stardust even expanding over here. And guarded by Dark Templar as well. And I don't know if Huck... Huck is completely out of this game. And even this victory screen is awful, I think, compared to the original. So, yeah, this replay, this overlay kind of sucks. Just putting that out there. But Huck taking a lot of damage from those Dark Templar, not quite... taking a lot of damage from Dark Templar. I think it was a lot of damage. I was just so distracted by this terrible layout that I wasn't even watching that Dark Templar harassment. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I apologize for being very distracted by the terrible layout. I might just try to find a replay that doesn't have this terrible layout, but thanks for watching.